Hey, y'all staying outside and being around that creature? I don't know about that.
He writes, quote, "This was the scariest moment of my life, and I really think I caught a Bigfoot on camera in parallel forest. I was just doing some sightseeing and enjoying the day, but as I was walking along, I spotted something weird in the distance. I'm still shaking as I type this," end quote.
It looked like he caught him in the middle of trying to go number 2. And he was trying to pick out the softest branch. And y'all done messed up his boo-boo, man.
He gets a perfect video of the supposed Bigfoot. It seems to just be sitting under the tree relaxing with a plant of some sort in its hand. Then it quickly turns and looks over its shoulder and spots the man. Slowing the footage down, we
And low-key look legit, but you never know these days. Costumes is getting out of hand. You never know what's real or not. I don't know. Leave your thoughts below in the comments.
can really analyze its features. It has brownish reddish fur and its face is distinct. It has small jagged teeth, a big nose, and overall human-looking face. The man's reaction also seems rather genuine. However, like most of the Bigfoot videos I cover on my channel, the main debate is whether this was a real Sasquatch or a person in a costume. And since the footage is so new, it hasn't been analyzed by experts, so we can't tell 100%.
High school students solved a 2,000-year-old math problem thought to be impossible. And here is that update. Almost 2 years ago, I posted about this story, but their proof hadn't been peer-reviewed yet. And now it has! Not only has it held up, but they provided 9 more proofs. Trigonometry, which probably made some of you openly gag, is the relationship between angles and sides. The Pythagorean theorem, which you learned in school, is one of those relationships. The problem was, this was impossible to prove with trigonometry, but without using this one specifically. Basically, it was proving itself with itself, which is called circular reasoning, which is like a definition of a word having the word in its definition. What Jackson and Johnson did was prove the theorem with trigonometry, but without it using itself. Now, there are 2 other mathematicians before them who accomplished something similar. They used what's called the law of sines, which you can watch them explain in this 60 Minutes interview. Their paper has been published on American Mathematical Monthly, where it's been held up to peer review. There might be some more battles ahead because presenting a new proof to the math world is a lot like going to court, where you really need to defend yourself. But so far, it's looking like it's going in the books.
Scientists have recently discovered that memories are not only in the brain. We like to think of the brain and the brain cells as being the only place in the body where memories can form, but new studies show that kidney and nerve tissue cells can learn and make memories in a similar way to neurons, which is absolutely fascinating and ties back to gut instinct.
I'm pretty sure that's accurate because when certain things come across, like you get a feeling in certain places, like why when you walk past it make my stomach hurt?
Muscle memory, training your body, etc. It's very, very fascinating here. So we all know that our brains learn, right? And what the scientists sought to do is to understand if non-brain cells help with memory by borrowing from a long-established neurological property, which is known as the mass space effect, which shows that we tend to retain information better when studied in intervals rather than a single intensive cram test. So scientists got 2 types of non-brain human cells in a laboratory. They cultured these in a lab, being nerve tissue and tissue from a kidney, and then exposed them to different patterns of chemical signals, very similar to how neurotransmitters would work in a brain. And in response, the non-brain cells turned on a memory gene, the same gene that brain cells turn on when they detect a pattern in information and restructure their connections in order to form memories. So basically, learning and memory are generally associated with brain and brain cells alone, but the study shows that other cells in the body can learn and form at least rudimentary memories too. Here you can actually see some of the cells being cultured and tested in various ways. And I think that this is just downright fascinating. And like brain cells, this worked better when spaced out rather than just doing it all in one sitting. You couldn't condition the cells that quickly. They wouldn't at least permanently retain the pattern, which means that this pattern also applies to body cells. Now, they're not as specialized as brain cells. I'm not saying that your muscles are thinking or that your gut has genuine insight, but they can at least learn and respond to physiological changes.
Probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it's fine. It has to be said. Having to take your phone to the bathroom every time you go and being uncomfortable if you don't have it, like you go in there and you forget and you're like, I can't go, I gotta go get my phone. When did we all accept this?
Hey, she got a point, cause I couldn't look forward to grab a shampoo bottle or the soap box and read the back of it while I'm taking me a nice good one. I don't know. Leave your thoughts in the comments.
I'm not dragging anyone because I've done this like up until like a week ago. I've ascended now. But in all seriousness, I think so many of us have phone addictions and social media addictions, and we just like accept it as normal, and it has such a negative impact on our mental health. So a few weeks ago, I started looking into getting a flip phone. Like a lot of people, I'm just super overwhelmed by my phone and all the apps and alerts. Even when I turn the notifications off, sometimes they come back on or find myself doom scrolling. It was just too much. I was like, I'm gonna get a flip phone. But then I was like, why am I gonna pay for a flip phone when I can literally just have more discipline, right? Can't be that hard. So I decided to just be more conscious of the way I'm using my phone. And the first thing I cut was taking my phone to the bathroom because like it's unnecessary. And then I started leaving my phone in one room of the house. So I would leave it in my bedroom, go about my day, do my work as much as possible without carrying my phone to every single room. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. It has to be in the kitchen. I'm doing work in the office. It's in the office. Like I just started leaving.
Hey, I don't know. It's something to that. She got a point here. Let's see what she's talking about.
My phone where it's at. And when I tell you the amount of peace that has overcome me, I'm a person, I meditate every day. I do breath work every day. That's very peaceful. Love it. But leaving your phone, it's like so much anxiety just left and brain rot. I feel like my brain is like coming back to intelligence. And again, I'm a very mindful person. I mean, I try to be. I meditate, I go on walks, I do qigong. Like I really do this. Now, this is the crazy part. And if you're not a conspiracy theorist, then you might just want to just go about your business. So we're all aware that the phone listens to you throughout the day, right? Okay, cool. And I've posted about this before, that I believe the phone can actually access your thoughts. Like I think they've developed a technology that we're just not aware of yet, and somehow in the quantum field it can access your thoughts. That's just what I believe. If you've ever just been thinking something and then seen an ad for it, not mentioned it, not searched it or anything, then maybe you know what I'm saying. So that would mean the phone can actually receive information from you. I'm starting to think it can also send information because I literally get like a brain fog, like a confusion in my mind whenever my phone is around for too long. I don't know how to explain it. And maybe there's some other explanation, like the phone is emitting like EMFs and it's somehow ruining my life, giving me a headache. But if you're someone who struggles with anxiety, depression, brain fog, you might want to try it. Like you might need to get rid of your phone for it.
And then y'all suffering with some of this? Have y'all tried this? Are y'all willing to try this? If y'all do, let me know. Give me some feedback.
Our hair connects us to God. I'm seeing a lot of talk about women shaving their heads for this 4B movement, and I don't feel like people are pointing out the connection with this. So typically in pop culture, movies, even people that we know, I mean, I've even been there with the colored hair. A lot of times when women have mental issues, they shave their heads or dye their hair like a crazy color or just cut their hair really short. And I just want to be upfront when I say that is demonic oppression. Everything is spiritual. So our hair on our heads is literally connected to our brain in more ways than one. For instance, when certain psychological disorders set on in people, it can literally change their hair texture as part of it. When people are about to get struck by lightning, their hair stands up. When you feel like something's wrong, your hair on your body stands up. That's because our hair is reacting to the electromagnetic field around us and giving us hints as to what's going on. There's a reason that in biblical
Is that our hair really standing up or is our skin pulling tighter? I don't know.
times all of the women had super long hair, and all of the men even had long hair and long beards, because hair is like a receptor. It's our antenna. Think about like a cat or a dog. Their whiskers tell them things. That's literally how human hair works. So especially for women, we need to not like shave our head or like go over the top with the chemical treatments on our hair, because there's a reason that they push these things on us. I think this applies even more so to melanated women, because when you look at electrical components of like machines, all of like the things that conduct the most energy are always coils. So of course they're going to want you to cover your coils or flatten them or chemically alter them in some way or whatever, because they're trying to remove our link to spirituality. And
Hey, she's speaking to the melanated women out there. Hey, leave something in the chat.
as women, they've already changed it so that society expects us to be mostly hairless, so we don't get the benefit of having body hair. Do not shave your head. This is for entertainment purposes only, and these are strictly my opinions.
Have you guys seen that in Spain, over 1 million fish are dead on the beach? All of the fish are dead. They're trying to escape because something is coming after them. We don't know what it is, but apparently it could be the, Leviathan. But you guys, these...
I bet you any amount of money, somebody getting those fish and they cooking them or selling them on the market or something. They not letting all those fish go to waste. Believe me.
fish are all dead. Yeah.
Check this out, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Guess where this is at, y'all? Yeah, this is in Spain. This is off the coast of Spain, right?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on up in Spain. Make me not even want to go visit no more. I don't know. I heard Spain beautiful. Got anybody viewing from Spain? Leave a comment.
I have no idea when this was. Someone just sent me the video and said this is happening in Spain. I don't know what's going on. And I showed y'all the other day, right? They're still cleaning up in Spain. But what is going on with the fishes, y'all? It looks like they're all coming to the surface and look like they're all in distress. Y'all see that? Y'all ever see? I just showed y'all this was going on in Taiwan the other day, and y'all saw all those people coming to the surface to grab all these sardines. But now this is happening in Spain, and then you know what I'm saying, man? Things are not adding up. Like, what is it? And why are so many things going on in the world? Y'all notice that? Like, we're literally in a movie. This is obviously not normal, and for the fact of the matter is, it looks like the water's being manipulated to some way. I don't know if y'all can see that. Like, it looks like the water's being manipulated. So, like I said, this happened in Spain, and then, all the flooding that took place in Spain is just interesting. But all the stuff that's going on, y'all, we're literally living a movie, man. They show y'all in these movies when all these things take place, there's big changes happening. And this is what's happening now.
Signs that this is your last life on earth. One is forgiveness. You tend to forgive someone easily, no matter what kind of situation it is or whatever they did to you. You accept that this happened for a reason and you forgive them, because a part of you learned that forgiving is also a way to move on. Two is going through multiple spiritual awakenings. So we don't have just one spiritual awakening, we can have more than one. Some people may be going through a second or third awakening. As for myself, I went through 2 awakenings, and it takes time for you to realize that. So don't worry if you don't know it, because it will hit you. Like for me, it took me a while to really understand the second awakening I was going through was not my first, but my second. Awakenings are those aha moments, but it can be very profound. It can also be different kinds of awakening. I know some people go through a Kundalini awakening, and some people may also feel symptoms or urges of a strong awakening. Others have profound visions or profound memories from their past lives, or the second, third awakening can be a way for them to purge from what they have been working on, healing from their current life, because it's basically moving into this next chapter, into this next life. Third is that you understand that your soul continues to live on and you're not afraid of death. This is a term I made up because when you physically incarnated into this earth, our body became a vessel, but your soul, no matter what, continues to live on. It is infinite. It never ends. This is why you understand the concepts of past lives that you've been through, because you start remembering. You can also think of it as graduating from this lifetime on earth and you're ready to move on to this next chapter. If you know that this is your last life on earth, Congratulations, you've done the work. You not only purged a lot of the things that you went through your past lives and current life, but you are ready to move on to this next chapter. And whether I'm not trying to sound morbid, but it can be a very exciting, fulfilling journey that you have finally completed your mission here on Earth. You won't know if this is your last life on Earth. You could be receiving these signs that I've said, or there's also other signs out there, but this is what I feel when it comes to an experience someone is going through as their last life on Earth, the last time on Earth. You are guided by your spirit team, and you are the
Aliens in the Ocean, Part 2. Today we're going to talk about the sea angel, or should I say, sea devil. Nah, I'm just playing. Or am I? Sea angels are a type of swimming snail that are part of the Gymnosomata clade of mollusks. They are also known as pteropods and are shell-less snails that flap their wings to move through the water. Sea angels are named for the wing-like appendages, which help them glide through the ocean. Sea angels are small, transparent, and gelatinous, and can be up to a couple of inches long. Now, they may look kind of cute and ethereal and innocent, but don't let that fool you. Do not be deceived. These tiny critters are fierce predators. Just let them go. Get them. Get them. Get them.
Man, imagine getting attacked by a sea angel. Who can you tell that to?
You can't tell me this ain't no alien. Whenever these creepy critters get ready to feast, they turn into literal nightmare fuel. They release these absolutely terrifying tentacle-like appendages from the top of their head that have these barbed hooks on the ends that rips their prey out of their shells in order for them to consume. Then, to top it all off, while you're being devoured by this creature, you can literally see his heart beating because it's transparent. Don't be fooled by their light or bioluminescence either. What can cause bioluminescence? The chemical reaction that results in bioluminescence requires two unique chemicals, luciferin and either luciferase or photoprotein. Luciferin is the compound that actually produces light. This shouldn't even surprise you because we know that Lucifer's name literally means light bearer or morning star. 2 Corinthians 11:14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. But what do sea angels use bioluminescence for? In the darkness of the deep sea, there is a language of light, a light language. Most animals here create their own glow called bioluminescence. These dazzling displays confuse their predators, lure their prey, or attract mates. Just like what I said the fallen angels did. So the sea angels, just like these star people, these fallen angels, use their false lights to cause confusion, to lure in their prey, and to attract mates.